Okay, so this video is going to go over 3x3s using elimination, substitution, and all that. Before we get there, though, I want you to look at this top one here. Okay, this is a 2x2. I am assuming in this video that you feel very comfortable solving these. So if you do not feel comfortable solving these, look up at the top there with a little I, and there's a suggested video that goes over these. So get these down first and then come back to this video. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so my goal when I say 3x3, I mean there are 3 variables, 3 equations. Okay, our goal with it is to take a 3x3 and turn it into a 2x2. Okay, and I have to say like, well, why would I want to do that? Well, that's a good question. We know how to solve a 2x2 though. So if I could turn this thing into this, well then I just use elimination and substitution like I've been doing. Now the question is, how do I do that? That's the tough part. Okay, so come down here. Kind of first look at your problem. I have 3 variables, 3 variables. Oh, this one only has 2. So this equation here is basically like this first line right here. So I just need one more equation that has y and z in it. So I go to my other 2, and I'm going to use elimination here to get rid of x. Because then if I get rid of x, I have another equation that's just going to have y and z. Okay? Rewatch that last 30 seconds if you need to. But again, you're trying to get y and z, so I'm going to eliminate x here to give me another equation with y and z. Okay, and I'm going to call this 1, 2, 3, just so I can reference them easy. Okay. Okay, so I want to eliminate x, so I'm going to multiply this one by 5, this one by 6. Okay, and this is again doing the elimination that we're kind of used to and good to go with. Okay, so I get, let's right over here, I get negative 30x minus 30y plus 15z. Careful, some z's look like 2's. Equals negative 150. And I get and I'm doing this one now. 30x plus 18y plus 36z equals 210, 105, 126. Okay, now I add these together. So I get negative 12y plus, let's see, 35, 15, 51 equals 25. Okay, so now take a second and just look at that equation. That equation now has 2 variables, y and z. Okay. This equation has y and z, so now I can use elimination on those 2. So let's bring this equation over here. Okay, I'll try to eliminate y. So I'll multiply this guy by negative 4. Okay, so I'll do this one. So I get 12y plus 4z equals 24. Let's bring this guy down. Add them together. So I get 55z equals 0. Divide by 55, z equals 0. Now that I have z, I can go back into either of these equations and find y. I'll do the bottom one. So I get negative 3y minus 0 equals negative 6. Negative 3y equals negative 6. Y equals 2. Okay. Now I have z and y. I can take them both, plug it in up here. So I get 5x plus 3 times 2 plus 6 times 0. You could have done either of these equations to get x, doesn't matter. 5x plus 6 equals 21, that's just 0. Minus 6, so x equals 3. And then you write your answer as an order triple. 3, 2, 0. Your hearts. Okay. Well, if you take a second, pause the video, and try this one on your own. Try to get as far as you can, and then come back to the video and we'll see how you did. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so for this one, remember your goal, you want 2 equations with 2 variables. Oh, okay, there we go. So I need one more equation with a and c. Oh, it's right here. Awesome. So I didn't have to worry about this last one yet. So 3a minus 5c, 7. Now I can eliminate. Well, the a's are already opposites of each other, so I'll just add those together. Now I can take this, plug it back in to find a. Okay. Now I can use a and c here to find b. And you just write them in alphabetical order. Boom. Okay. Okay, take a second. Let's get focused. Okay, awesome. Okay, take a second and try to do this one on your own, and we'll see how you do. Okay, welcome back. Okay, there are actually two routes you could do with this one. Okay, the first one you could do is take, okay, as you see, 3, only 2 for this one. So you could take this guy and come up here and replace x with this, and then come down here and replace the combined right terms. That's not a terrible idea. One I'm going to kind of suggest you do, let's move the 6y over. So I get x plus 6y equals negative 11. Now here's my equation with two variables, x and y. So then with these guys, I need to eliminate z. Okay, so I can multiply this thing by negative 2. And I'll write it down here. So negative 10x plus 4y minus 4z equals 38. Add these together, negative 9x plus 2y is 43. Okay, there's my equation with x and y, two variables. Bring this one down with it. If you wanted to, too, you can move this back into substitution. Up to you. Okay, I'll multiply this line by negative 9. So it gives me negative 9x minus 54y equals 99. Oh, I don't know why I did negative 9. Definitely should have done positive. Let's make those. Okay, and that's a negative 99 right there. Okay, add these together. 56y equals negative 56. Okay. Plug that in to find x. I'll just use this equation here. X equals I use these two to find z. I'll use the last equation. Okay, let's see, that's 2, negative 5 plus 2 is 3. So 4z equals 8. Negative 5, negative 1. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, this one's a little bit more difficult. So pause the video, take a good attempt at it, and then come back and see how you did. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so if there's any point in this video you struggle in the beginning, as soon as we get to the spot you're comfortable with, pause it again and see if you're able to get the answer. Okay, so they're all 3s. That's a shame. So that means now I got to pick a variable to eliminate. Okay, there wasn't an easy equation like they gave us last time. X isn't terrible since these are the same kind of. It's not the worst, and I call for a 5. These are all 3 that are different. I like these because these are opposites of each other, and then I can find a common number. So I think I'm going to eliminate z. Again, doesn't matter which one you do. Close 1, 2, 3. Okay, these two together is an easy way to eliminate z. So I'm going to add 1 and 2. I'll do it here. Negative 5x, that gives me negative 7x. plus 2y, these cancel. Okay, there's my first equation with two variables. So I need to do another combination now. Well, since these are positive and negative, I'll do these two, but I got them to be the same. So let's see, 6, I could get them to be 12. 6 times 2 is 12, 4 times 3 is 12. So I'm going to multiply 2 by 2 to get to 12, and at the same time I'll multiply 3 by 3, because that gives me 12 as well. Okay, so I'll do that. Negative 4x plus 12y plus 12z equals 16. Negative 6x minus 6y. Okay, add them together. Negative 10x plus 6y equals negative 2. Here are my two equations with two variables. Awesome. Now I can use elimination. I'll just multiply this by negative 3. So the top one stays the same. Y's cancel. Taylor Swift, x equals 2. Plug that in to find y. Negative 10 times 2. So y equals 3. Use these two to find. I should have z up there, by the way. Use those two to find z. Looks like a c. Yeah, I'll do the last one. I don't care. Negative 2 times 2. Negative 4 minus 6. That's negative 10, so add it to the other side. I can just write my answer. X, Y, Z. There you go. Okay, hopefully that helped.